Welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about mouse operations. The available ones are mouse click, mouse move, and mouse scroll. So let's start by the mouse click. We can choose the buttons, so left, middle, right, or X1, X2. The action is either a basic mouse click, which is a press and release, an immediate press and release, or you can choose a simple press or release. These two are very useful when you want to simulate a drag and drop. So we will see that after the number of clicks. So for example, if you want to double click or click 100 times, and of course the duration that those clicks will be run in. We can also choose, we can uh, we can specify the mouse coordinates, or we can just click on the hotkey as we saw before in the settings. So we configure the Alt+1 hotkey to specify to, to specify the mouse coordinates. It will listen it automatically to the keyboard. So when I click on mouse Alt+1, it will record the mouse positions. So we can test this one as it is. So let's change it to 1. Click edit and run the macro. It will wait 2 seconds, and then it will click on the GitHub icon. Okay, so we can also specify 100 clicks that will run immediately, so we can test that. We can now choose this position. So I've changed the position. We can simulate the position. So it is indicating a red X mark on the coordinates. So we can edit the step, and we will click 100 times immediately. We can test that, waiting 2 seconds, and then it will click 100 times. Let's change this one to 1.5 seconds. So we can also click 100 times immediately or specify a duration. So this one will be very helpful to avoid being spotted as a bot. So if you want to click the same position, the same t uh, the same position multiple times, you can just specify a duration, and it will just wait a specific time. As you see, it is going gradually. So we specify 2 seconds, and it's run on 2.5 seconds. So yeah, another feature here, you can randomize the mouse coordinates. For example, if you don't want to click the same position, and you want to randomize the position each time, so we can add here a variation. So we want to randomize the mouse coordinates by 5 pixels each, and we can come here and yeah, we can specify this new position, and each time I click on simulate, it will give me a new position. So it is just a random position based on these values. We can also randomize the number of clicks, randomize the duration. So yeah, and last piece of configuration here is we can click relatively to the latest mouse position. So for example, if my mouse is here, and I move my mouse to here, and I want to click the same position that my mouse landed in, so we can use the relative to latest mouse coordinates, and it will just click on the last position that the mouse was in. We will test this afterwards when we test the drag and drop capability. So let's have this one here. So now let's go to the mouse move. Okay, so in the mouse move, you can specify a mode. So by default, you will have to choose normal. As recorded is only used by the recording capability. So when I record a step, when I click record, so and I move the mouse, it will record exactly my path. So if I go back in here and mouse move, right here, it will be as recorded, and if I simulate the step, it will give me exactly the path that I took, and the time that it took me to start moving from this position, the circle one, to the X one. So yeah, let's delete these two. So this is just to tell you that mouse move, you will have to create it as a normal mode, because a recorded mode is only used when you execute a recording. Of course, you can choose a duration to avoid moving immediately. This is very useful when we drag and drop, because when we move immediately, when drag and drop in, it will drop the item, and it will not move it accurately. Of course, we can choose the start and end coordinates using the Alt one, the same hotkey. So we can choose the start is here and the end is here. So we can simulate it. So the start is the circle one and the end is the one with the X mark. We can also randomize the X and Y positions. Let's do here 10 pixels and 10 pixels. It will each time give us a different path, but always on the same around the same position, because we only randomized it by 10 pixels. And of course we can also randomize the duration. We can also choose to to move relatively to the mouse. So for example, if I start here and I want to move 100 pixels to the right, I can use this one. So I can say here I want to move 100 pixels to my next to my position. So it's when I simulate it, it gives me exactly 100 pixels to the right. So I can come here and do 200 pixels, for example, and it just will give me indicate to me that wherever my mouse is, it will move 200 pixels to the right. And last piece of configuration for regarding the mouse move capability is starting from the latest mouse coordinates. So for example, if I click this this button, I want to start from this position and land here. So I can just click on the Alt plus one, and it will land here and start from wherever the mouse was. So we can go ahead and do the normal one. We can start from here and land here, of course, and we will click the mouse afterwards, and we will, after clicking the mouse 100 times, we will move the mouse, start from the latest mouse coordinates, and we will land here. And we'll do that in 2 seconds. So yeah, so when we run, it will wait 1.5 seconds. It will move from this position to here. It will afterwards click here 100 times, and after that it will move the mouse from here to here. So let's simulate that. So waiting, it did move the mouse immediately, and then it moved this back under 2 seconds. So yeah, that was the mouse move step. Last one is the mouse scroll. So we can choose the number of course, the direction. So if we want to scroll vertically or horizontally, the value is just the number of units. So this one is a unit. So just when you scroll your mouse, each tick is a unit. So we can scroll horizontally to the to, to the bottom of the page by indicating a negative number, so -5. We can do that in 2 seconds. And of course, we can choose the mouse position. So yeah, using the Alt plus one. So I want to scroll from this position down 5 times. So let's test that. So we start by moving the mouse, clicking 100 times, moving back to the position, and then immediately go into that position and scrolling down 5 times in 2 seconds. So let's delete these ones. I have another mouse scroll, so let's copy this one, and let's go back up 2 units. Let's go back up 2 units in 2 seconds. So yeah, let's do this, waiting 1.5 seconds. It will go down 5 times, and it will go up back up 2 times in 2 seconds. So this is it regarding the mouse operation. So last one is a very useful scenario is drag and dropping. So let's simulate this one. Let's minimize the OBS page. So let's go ahead and create a mouse press. So mouse press, and we want to press on the Google Chrome logo. Okay, let's do that. And then mouse move, create a mouse move. We want to start from the latest mouse coordinates and land here. So we want to start when we pressed Google Chrome, and then get here. So land here. We can do it in 2 seconds, because if we do it immediately, it will not drag it, because it's too fast for Windows to drag it. And then after that, we can just go ahead and add another mouse click, and it will have a release. It will be relative, because we clicked here, we moved to this position, and we want to release it from this position. So let's just have some relative values here. So let's go ahead and simulate it. So waiting for 1.5 seconds, clicking, dragging, and then releasing. So yeah, that was all regarding the mouse operations, and see you in the next one.